Good morning. In Psalms 23, the prophet David tells us, "He maketh me to lie down in green pastures." As a child, I was taught this Bible scripture, Psalms 23. And in that, when it said, "He maketh me to lie down in green pastures," because I was and am from the green pasture community, I thought that if you were from another community, you might say, "He maketh me to lie down in Starnes Park, East Broad, Campbell Court, and back to green pastures." I thought the scripture was indigenous to wherever you live. So I had friends that lived in Starnes Park. So I thought the scripture might say, "He maketh me to lie down in Starnes Park." For my friends that stayed off of East Broad, I thought the scripture might say, "He maketh me to lie down in East Broad." For my friends that lived in Campbell Court, I thought the scripture might say, "He maketh me to lie down in Campbell Court." And that childlike innocence of that, not fully knowing the scriptures, knowing that I trusted God and what He said, but needing more explanation or needing more understanding. And with age comes wisdom to understand more of those things. And just as a child, we can feel like that. Even as adults, we can often have misunderstanding of what scriptures mean to us. And so sometimes we might need help to become more mature in understanding the scriptures. And there's nothing wrong with that. We see that in someone who was very important, who needed help. When we have the Ethiopian eunuch who needed Philip to help explain the scriptures to him, even though he had been converted, he had been to the holy city to worship, but he still needed to go a little bit further. And so even as adults, we need that. It's just really understanding that that's a childlike innocence that God would like us to have, to be willing to learn and to face the fact that maybe we didn't have everything on straight or we didn't fully understand. And, there was no problem in that, no shame in that. And I think that God still sees us as children to Him, and He doesn't mind us getting a better understanding and even being able to laugh at something like thinking that He maketh me to lie down in all of these different areas, as opposed to the green pasture, meaning that David was a shepherd, and the pastures were symbolic of them having good grazing land. Be blessed.